Welcome back, everybody, to yet another episode of Three Bros.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Hey, you know what we got, man. Zay,
Yes, sir.
Mike, J-Back, and Mark, man.
Yes, sir.
How y'all feeling?
Hey, feeling good, man. It was a rough week, but we here.
Yeah, we made it, man.
We here.
Raining outside, you know.
Yeah, weather's been awful, but
Kind of gloomy,
Up and
man.
down,
Right,
all
yeah.
week,
At least it ain't freezing. It was freezing. Man.
Yeah, it's warm now.
Right.
yeah, yesterday or the other day felt amazing, man. I was
yeah.
thinking about getting out on the grill. Be honest.
What?
Swear.
Like a cigar up one
Swear.
time. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, get
Yeah,
out
it
there
felt
and do
good.
that, man.
Until the next day.
Right.
But other than that, man, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
We good.
That's what's up, man. What you got, Mark?
Man,
Talking about what we talking about.
I think we had a good one for y'all today, man. We talking about G.P.A.
Hey,
All right, and
4.0?
necessarily what you're thinking about.
4.0?
Hey,
Yeah, I got a 4.0 maybe like 3 times in my life.
man.
No, maybe like 4 times in my life.
Never. Yeah, not a 4.0. Yeah, I
I
can't
think,
ever
I
say
think
I was.
twice. Again, I think that's
Jeez,
twice.
man, look at these presidential scholars we got up here with us.
Man, that's that was 4 times in my entire life. Man, that's
And,
people
first semester in college,
used to do it.
First semester in college.
Never
Hey,
got
we
it.
went crazy.
Never
We went
got it
crazy
in
first
college.
semester.
Y'all think I got it in third grade.
Nah, we didn't use the grade point averages. Elementary
Got a
school.
little, y'all
Straight
remember that?
A's,
Before
bro,
they
straight
get the
A's.
little ribbons? Y'all remember the ribbons they used to give us the AB honor roll? A
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of those, so.
But no, grades was always straight here.
But I don't think that's what Mark's talking about now.
Hey, let's see, man.
Let's see what he's talking about.
I mean, it got something to do with grades.
Okay, we can tie it into it.
Specifically, we're talking about grace, patience, and appreciation.
Oh.
All right,
You
so
said depreciation?
appreciation.
Okay.
Relationships.
Oh.
Okay, so when you think about your relationship, what grade do you give it? When you're talking about GPA, grace, patience, appreciation, you know, or how far have you come, right? Before y'all tied that knot to now, different grade.
So are you saying you base the barometer is G.P.A.?
Right.
Yeah.
Grace.
Wow, base it
Yeah.
off
You got
Based off
Ooh,
of
that's
grace,
loaded.
patience,
You gotta put that
appreciation.
formula
Yeah, I just
all
caught
in. You gotta
that now.
formulate
Wow.
all 3 in one.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I
interesting.
mean, think about, because everything ties back to that.
Right.
You talk about the evolving relationship, where you guys grown, how far you come. It's because of those things and how much those things are poured into.
Right.
Right. So on some level. So think about that again. What, like today, right now, personally, if you step outside yourself and looked at your relationship day to day,
Right.
out of 1 to 100 or to a 4.0 or whatever grade scale you, what grade would you give yourself your relationship? What you think?
I think I had to break it down like we in classes, man. So for appreciation, I try and, do special things for my wife and, make her feel like, she's loved and appreciated and things of that nature. So in that area, I probably give myself a solid B plus. There's always room for, improvement.
She's watching.
Right, yeah, definitely. Grace, I think I do a pretty good job of, not being too critical or too overly, demanding on certain things or situations. But, in certain situations and certain things in life, you might have instances where, I could have handled that situation better,
course,
so,
always, yeah.
and that's, I think, across the board, I say I'm a solid B across the board,
Y'all
but
see
you
the
know,
look.
right, you
Somebody
gotta give yourself, you're right.
Yeah.
Give yourself some leeway. Be like, okay, you think that? Okay, all right, yeah, I could improve in those
like,
areas.
C+,
Yeah, it's definitely. I appreciate this topic, man, because in your day-to-day life, man, you always want to make sure that somebody's feeling appreciated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are you showing your significant other grace? Because they, you would want that in return as well.
Right.
And being patient. I think the grace and the patience go together, man. Are you being patient with your partner? Because it's things that you do. You probably, grind their gears too. So
Absolutely.
why not be patient with them with things that you see that you want them to, improve on? So yeah, I think that's an awesome, subject matter. It is an awesome subject matter for us to touch on and bounce ideas off of each other. And then y'all help me too, man.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, so
good conversation. We learn,
definitely,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
What you think, Mike?
Get a little give and take, Mike.
Good.
I'm gonna take your same approach, man, to breaking it down. I'd have to go with each course, I guess.
Right.
On the appreciation side, I think I would rate myself a solid like B plus, maybe even like an A minus. And the only thing though, you know what? No, I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna take that down maybe even like two notches. I'm gonna give it maybe like a B minus. And the only reason why I say that is I came out the gate with an A- because I know that I appreciate her.
Right.
I do it in my way though.
Right.
So I don't know if that necessarily
keyword,
counts.
with a keyword,
Right, because I know
Your way,
that I
right,
do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and I don't know how effective if it doesn't stick or if it
Right,
doesn't
yeah.
translate.
Right.
But I appreciate her in a way that I believe in my heart is, because I legit do appreciate her,
Right, yeah.
and I do appreciate certain things.
Right.
But there have been instances where it may have not come off that way,
Right.
or she may have communicated it like I don't feel appreciated in this area or in that area. And it was the same thing with my mom. She had a similar sentiment where I'm just like, of course I appreciate you, my mom, but she's just like, well, you don't necessarily show it because you don't say it. But I'm just like, well, if I, I may do
love language.
love languages, right? So I do like the one with where you buy stuff or you give stuff, giving,
right,
the art of giving or whatever, right?
Right,
So.
Yeah.
And that's not always necessarily the case. So I knock myself down to a B- in that category. Patience, I'm a stick at a B+ because I think I'm very very patient with it.
Right,
Yeah, because I tolerate
yeah.
a lot of stuff, and generally speaking, right?
Tolerate.
Yeah, you got to be. You got to tolerate. That's a choice. I mean, but you got to accept people for like who they are. Like I
Right.
can't change. Like if you have certain habits, and we have so many episodes that talk about that.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a sidebar real quick. I'm gonna let you finish. Does your wife watch this episode? I mean, does she watch our podcast?
I think she's seen a few episodes. I don't know if she's religious.
Not this one.
But the thing is, though, like I'm open. Like I mean, she knows me, and she knows my
Mike is
my
already
language.
accepting of the fact that there's going to be some comments about
Yeah.
the toleration.
I'm gonna stand on that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tolerate that. Well, because I'm turning that into patience, right?
Right, yeah.
You gotta be patient to be like.
Yeah.
If you are able to tolerate it, then the word patience ain't even necessarily there. So what you being patient on? Something that you tolerate? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got a different perspective. Maybe I got a different perspective. But like, if you tolerate it, then what are you being patient on? So maybe I'm just a little bit more curt. But like the two go hand in hand to me.
Right,
Episode right there.
Yeah, we definitely, put a pin in that one, Mark.
So I give myself a solid B.
What's your tolerance?
B+. Yeah.
Okay,
bro.
right, fact.
We gotta run that back.
Straight up.
I give myself a B+ on that,
Right.
and then Grace, I'm a stick with a B+ on that too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that I utilize a lot of patience.
Right.
With her and with each other.
Yeah, fact.
So I think the weighted average would probably fall somewhere around like a B, like a solid B.
Okay.
He's such an educational person. The weighted
It's
average.
right? Yeah. Dang, I didn't say that, but I think me and Mike follow the same area.
Yeah, probably like a
saying-
little bit.
Yeah,
I
fact.
was trying to think about the grading scale, but all I kept thinking about was the linear scale.
Okay.
Like 1 to 5.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either way,
okay.
yeah, either
Go ahead, Jay. Man.
That's what I
Let me
kept
see.
thinking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Grace. I'm 1 being nothing, no grace at all. 5 being like grace all day.
Right.
Amazing
grace.
Give it like a 4. A 4. And the reason why I don't like even in my job, man. Like when they give these little. You got to grade yourself on your whole year.
Yeah.
I never give
Little
myself
survey.
exemplary because I'm like, there's always room for growth.
Right.
So I feel like it's the same in this sense. Like I don't want to, even though I feel like I do it a lot,
Right.
I feel like by giving myself a high number, it requires me to consistently stay there.
Yeah, and
Things
it's
happen.
nothing to shoot
Yeah,
for.
fact.
You're human, right?
Yeah,
so
fact.
so I appreciate y'all's honesty with that. So I say a 4 with patience, man. A 4.5.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
A 4.5, yeah, because I'm a natural patient person
Right.
by heart.
Sure.
I was too.
Yeah.
I was too. You said it, so at what point?
At one point, right?
I can't think of like literally too many times where I've just lost my top off of patience.
Right.
Like that. So and appreciation, man, I'm at 4.5, man.
Okay.
And I feel like my wife would agree to that because I don't, like we talked about in the last episode, I don't wait till a special day
Right.
to show
So.
the appreciation.
Right.
Yes, I mean I still do it,
Right.
but I want her to feel that appreciation organically throughout
Right.
The year.
every day.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not wait until, because you're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
no
why
doubt.
you
Yeah,
gonna wait?
agreed.
Wait until February
Agreed.
when tomorrow things can change
Change,
your whole
yeah,
life.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fast, yeah.
So I would.
That's true.
So if I had to look at it for 4.5, my weighted scale.
Bro, you like
Right.
A-.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You killing us, man.
That's good. Yeah.
We gotta step our game. Hey, me and Mark, we gotta step our game.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Shoot, man, 'cause I'm scared, but Mark had on that. Hey, man, no. Mark gonna have A+ across
Right.
the board. I'm up here sweating.
Right.
Nah, bro. Ain't no cliff notes used.
No, we gotta have an episode where the wives do this. One.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bounce out the answer. So,
Facts, man.
yeah, man. Straight up, man. For me, you know, I'm like I say all the time, he ain't through me yet. It's a work in progress, bro. Like,
Right.
Grace, I think, it's gotten a lot better because, like I said, I've always had expectations for myself. So anybody I talk to kind of falls in that category. Like, if you don't have expectations for yourself, then I'm gonna have them for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So having to take a step back and look outward in and say, damn, you know, that ain't right to put that on somebody else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you gotta meet people where they are, not just kids, right?
Yeah.
Your spouse, you know, your wife or whatever. You
Right.
gotta meet people where they are. We talked about it earlier where just because you are your professional, you know, your career's going up here, and you see your spouse maybe is a little more stagnant or vice versa,
Right.
right? You got to give the person some grace and say, look,
Right.
you know, this is what our goals are.
Right.
This is what we're planning for ourselves. So let me help you, help me, or vice versa, so we
Right.
can work together to get there.
Find ways to motivate them
You
and
got
stuff
to,
like
because
that.
otherwise, if I'm just saying, you know, you trash, you step your game up, or if all I'm hearing is, baby, you ain't no good man, shit, we can never get there.
No doubt.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
if I'm
So-
letting you just, you know, like you said, plateau and just letting you like be in a certain level.
Yeah, you
You
good.
know, like yeah, like
You good. I never want to be there. So,
right.
I would say if we talking about grades, Grace, starting off probably like if you talk 1 to 5, probably was a 2. You know, just
Yeah.
back when probably when marriage first happened because
Right.
I expected so much.
Right.
I didn't give myself enough grace, so damn sure I won't give my wife enough. So, but now I'll say 4. I'll say 4. I can't
Okay, cool.
So, patience. Like J-Man just said, he had a lot of patience. 4.5, right? No,
A-. These are A-
that
basically.
just-
yeah.
I used to have 4.5. Like,
Yeah.
before married, before kids, like it wasn't nothing fazed me, bro. Like patience was nothing. It was second nature.
Yeah.
I was just super laid back. You know, I never got hot about anything. You know, pretty much so. But it seems like now, you know, after I do, especially with 2 kids, well, that patience is
One thing.
is an ever evolving thing because
Wow.
you see things compound. Easy.
Right, yeah,
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? It's more with work and with side stuff going on,
Right.
and then we're trying to make sure that you take care of your wife, and then you got the kids that want all your time. It is having the patience with yourself to understand that you know you have to have keep stuff for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't if you say you give somebody else 100% of your patience, you have nothing for yourself. Then if something happens, then you hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or your anxiety creeps in, or you overly disappointed in yourself because you didn't reach your goal for that day.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
patience, man, is so important, and to me more so inward than it is outward. Because if you don't have it in you, then you can't give it to somebody.
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Very
That's a word
true.
right there. Yeah.
That's a
Very
word.
true.
Yeah.
I would say 3.5 for me, bro.
Okay.
That's a work in progress in the patience. And then appreciation. Definitely, I come along with that too. Showing like the little things, understanding that it's not about grand gestures. You know, it's easy to, you know, go buy a bag or, you know, go to the most expensive restaurant in the town. Like,
Right.
It's not all about that, right? It's especially not everyday stuff, right? You can't do that every day. So little things like, you know, like one anniversary I did, you know, I bought a tent off of Amazon, set the tent up in the backyard, put the lights all in the tent, laid it out, bought the little fireplace, electric fireplace, put it in there, bro. Had the music playing, surprising wife when she walked in, like, she wasn't expecting that.
Right.
Because that's not something I normally did. You know what I'm saying? But I said I wanted to show my appreciation in a different way.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
let me write that down.
Yeah.
I've understand
dope
that
idea.
by
Said
learning.
a temp night.
Right.
Marshmallows. I surprised myself, honestly, bro. 'Cause like I got an idea from HGT or something like that.
Okay.
But it came together. and it was a good night. Let's just say that.
So,
As well as it should.
right,
Right.
yeah.
So understanding, reading the room, understanding who you're talking to, understanding what expectations are, and then allowing yourself to follow through with the little things. I think make appreciation count a little more, bro. So
No doubt, no doubt.
grade wise, I'm at a 4 now. I would say.
Okay.
I would say. So probably B plus, bro. Probably B plus.
So we all passing, man.
Hey, man.
We all
Yeah,
passed
that's
it,
it,
so the
man.
average is everybody graded themselves at a B
At
almost.
least,
Sure, yeah.
Of giving the GPA to your spouse.
Right.
Is that correct?
And of yourself, because
And of yourself.
that's very important. You know, you got to grade yourself too. Got to be realistic. You know, when it comes to that.
It's, you know what's interesting, man? I don't know how delusional the four of us may be, but I'd be curious
Right,
to
it'd be
see
like,
what
they
they,
say.
Right.
yeah. When
Right.
this
I said,
episode,
what?
when this
Oh,
episode
man.
drops, so
Right.
you know, when y'all see this, if y'all listening, like, go ahead and write in the comments, like, you know,
Right.
he rated himself a B, but nah, that
Right.
really he a D plus. You know,
Stop
what I'm
fronting.
saying?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
stop fronting for these folks.
You know, you really ain't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, here capping on this.
June, he's probably,
Yeah, probably
a C.
when he around his boys, he's really like a D.
Right.
His mama come around, and that's when he really like a C plus,
yeah.
right?
They
So-
say we grading on the curve.
On the curve, right.
Right.
We giving ourselves some grace, man.
Man.
But you know what though, man? I mean, I'm gonna be completely transparent. The grace term, which is funny because that's my mom's name. But how do y'all define grace, like entirely? So I was a little tripped up with grace, particularly because it was almost kind of like synonymous to patience for me.
Patience, right, yeah.
So I was
It
a
is
little tripped up
synonymous,
with grace, and you know, what's the difference between?
Well,
Because grace is something that you're
Yeah. While
Given,
he's
right?
looking it up, I was just thinking like you said, it goes hand in hand with patience. But I was also thinking about just the sensitivity of it. Like, you know, when you think about grace, like showing someone grace, it's an emotional thing as well. So I think that ties an emotional part to it. I know that's not answering the full question, but I'm just thinking, you know, when I hear the word grace and patience together, like you're showing patience, you're showing sentiments and emotion and what's the other word?
compassion.
Compassion. Thank
Right.
you. Compassion for someone.
Right.
For what they're attempting and trying to do.
Giving them time to like, okay, when I think about the grace period, you know, I'm thinking about it in a practical term. Like, okay, they're giving you a grace period. I'll give you 60 days to approve on whatever you need to approve on.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
So
Same
like,
thing.
you know,
Same thing, yeah.
okay,
That's a good point.
you know, helping around the house. My wife give me a grace period. Like, okay, I told you back in November, this is what I needed from you to, you know what I'm saying, help around the household. Here it is, January, man. I done gave you a grace period. I have you approved, I have you not. Now I'm losing my patience. Now it's going
Right,
over to
right,
now
right.
I don't got no patience with you because I gave you this grace
Right.
and you didn't utilize
Now
it.
you're feeling depreciated.
Right, yeah, fact.
Because the catalyst, it seems like the catalyst behind grace is patience. You have to have patience to even extend
Right.
grace. Because essentially it's like, look, I mean, this is the time frame that this should be done, or the time frame that, you know, I'm expecting this to be done.
Soul
But, you know what I'm
improvement.
saying? I'm bestowing grace,
Right.
you know, out of compassion because I am patient. But I'm
Right.
giving you a little bit more time because I understand, you know, things take time. And so,
So you're saying grace stems from patience.
yes. I think you have to, like, in order to extend grace, so even like if you a couple of days behind your rent or your mortgage, you know, the mortgage company going to give you a grace period.
They're being patient
They're
with you.
being patient with you,
Get your
out
money
of
right.
compassion, right?
Right.
Get your money right, because
Right.
otherwise you got a hard cut at the 15th.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying, we understand things happen. I'm going
Right.
to extend compassion. I'm going to be patient. And,
Yeah,
you know,
it's due on the first, but I'll give you to the 13th.
and I get you to the
Including
13th.
this grace period is
Grace
gonna be
period.
some fees and some other stuff. You
Yeah,
gonna get that,
hidden fees, yeah,
but
but we still going to extend it to you. Yeah.
What you got? What you got?
Bro, I mean, just quick Google, man. I
Right.
got two different things. So, grace is the ability to love in spite of. Grace is choosing to be devoted even though you know the other spouse wronged you. Everyone grapples with grace.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
love in
definition,
spite
man.
of. Okay.
In spite
Spite
of.
of.
Of my
Another one
shortcomings, you still love me. You should have shown me enough grace to still love me. And show.
Oh, you know what? I see. I see it in that
Love
context.
it all.
Yeah.
Another one
Yeah, I
is,
see it in that context. That's
simply
interesting.
put, grace is unmerited favor. It's being
Unmerited
treated well
favor.
when you least expect.
Wow.
I'm about to say it's going spiritual now.
Right.
Unmerited favor.
God's grace.
Wow.
Right, yeah.
For his
Wow.
It's an important
Right.
building block in a strong marriage. So yeah, just loving somebody through it
Unmerited
all
favor.
and extending favor even when they don't deserve it.
Right.
It's no different than with God. He gives you grace.
Grace.
Right. He know we
That's why I was
imperfect.
trying to draw the correlation because I'm just like, hold on.
Right.
Like,
Give me my
like,
wife
I
grace,
know,
man.
I know Mike knows better.
Right.
I know he knows
Right.
better.
Yeah.
But-
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in spite of,
In spite of, I know he's a good guy.
Right.
He's running through a little funk right now.
Right.
But I'm gonna give him some grace.
Right.
And it goes back to your point about the grace period. Like, God has a grace period.
see,
too,
but
right?
you gotta be patient to be able to cast that on somebody. Like I know that this dog is annoying right now. He's barking his, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take some patience.
Right.
Understand he's a little hyper right now. He ain't seen me in a while, and I'm not gonna go off on him the way that I normally would. So there's a lot of different things that tie into that
For sure.
that definition.
Yeah.
And then
You can throw that. You can find grace in anything, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, jobs, relationships, kids, pets. I mean,
Money
Yeah, almost
management.
anything.
You know,
Yeah,
you be like, look, man,
schedule stuff,
spending
expectations.
habits, right? Expectations.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
bro. I mean,
I would say that, you know, with now that we've dived into the words with grace, patience and appreciation, man, I'm thinking like I had a A minus, I guess you could say.
Sure,
I would
sure.
say probably I would have thought I would have had an A minus when I first got married.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now that I look back on where I am now, my grade was way lower back then.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah,
I look
yeah,
back
for sure.
At, 'cause at the beginning, when you're in the middle of it all, you're thinking you acing everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I'm doing it. Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife, she's fine.
Because you think
She's-
you reached the goal, so you good. You
Yeah.
do everything right.
That's it. And you know what? And that's probably where,
Opposite of what-
yeah, spouses might look at it a little differently. See, I'm grading myself on what I used to be
Yeah,
versus
well,
where
how
I
it
am.
come, right? Yeah, well,
Not knowing that, like, yo, yeah, you made some progress, but brother, you really need to be right here,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
That's how I'm looking at it. Like, well,
Yeah.
there was a point in time where I never used to say like, thank you, I appreciated it, I would
Right.
buy you something or whatever, but like, I never said, oh, I appreciate you or I love you.
Right.
Now I'm looking at it like, you know, oh dang, hindsight being 2020, I say it a lot more now, or
Right.
I do this a lot more now. So
Right.
I'm like, that's B plus.
That's
It's
it.
like, well,
A long way.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like me, Mike, man. I had to learn my wife. I would say thank you. You know, and she do stuff in the house. She say thank you for what? And I was like, well, thank you for cleaning up. She was like, well, you know, I cleaned up the living room, the bathroom, and stuff like that. I said, well, I just thought, you know, giving you a blanket thing. She was like, well, that shows that, you know, you appreciate everything. You're not even noticing what I've done over here. You just saying thank you because
So
you
you might
see,
not say
right?
something at
Yeah,
all.
fast, yeah, because you just doing it because you think that's the
Out
what
the
a-
motions,
Yeah,
yeah.
fast.
That's the thing to do.
Yeah.
But then you also have those who express their appreciation non-verbally.
yeah, that's me.
And they do that, exactly, Mike. That's you, because it's like, and it's nothing against that spouse.
Nothing
it's just,
wrong,
It's
yeah.
just, it is what, like a gene or something inside of you. It's like, it's just how you are. It's how you
Right.
built,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like the way I was raised and how I grew up, everything was nonverbal and appreciation and in grace.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you see my grace non-verbally.
Right.
Like, you're still in this house kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Fast.
I'm still here. Type
Right,
of
I'm
thing.
still
Right,
here. You know, I definitely think that there are a lot of people, like you said, Mike, but you included that. You have. I don't know if this is your spouse, but there are some spouses where, like, I need that verbal
Right.
Yeah.
appreciation,
Yeah,
grace,
fact.
patience.
They need words of affirmation.
Right, words. Thank you. Words of affirmation.
Right.
You have others like, well, I don't need all that.
Right.
You show me in your actions.
Yeah.
But then
Exactly.
I guess you gotta have to have a balance
Right.
of it,
Yeah.
and when to pull it out and when to not.
And not be so judgy, right?
Yeah.
Because you got people,
That's true.
like I said, outward looking in that may judge a relationship and say, shit, I don't know, last time I heard him say that he loved
He
you.
loves her, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
She
yeah.
may, but you pour to the side and say, everything good? Does he love you? Yeah, I know he loves me.
Right.
Yeah.
He does this, and this for
Right.
me and my kids. Like,
Right.
he ain't got to say it all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
I know his heart. I know where he's at. You know, so like, oh, damn, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, so you can't judge a book by its cover
Absolutely.
because you don't know what the pages looking like. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah.
So, bro,
yeah,
everybody got different pages. My page may
Yeah.
be black, yours may be brown.
Yeah.
Bars,
yours
man.
may
Y'all
be
heard
white,
that, man.
bro,
Rewind
like-
that. Man. Y'all go back and watch that,
Books are written
rewind that, man.
differently.
Bars.
That's
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just
right.
like everybody in cursive don't mean that it looks bad. You know,
Right,
so
And I think also, man, I'm still dog.
Yeah, man. That was straight up.
Yeah,
That's
he was on-
heat, man.
he was on his whole- that was
Right,
he was on his whole shit, man.
Jeez, brother.
man.
So I was just thinking, like, you know, when you get with other couples, sometimes it is probably to a fault. You know, you don't mean to do it, but you compare.
but you do.
Yeah, facts.
Compare, like, and then, like, let's just say we're all at a campfire and Mark is pouring into his wife,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, with words of affirmation, and then our wives turn like
All the time.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it's like at the same time, I would rebuttal and say, but you don't even care for women.
Right.
You told me you don't care.
Right. So now we in the set. Now you
But
want
that
you know,
perception, man,
Right,
is
yeah.
perception.
Right,
If
yeah.
you do, then that's a conversation we need to have.
Right, yeah.
You know, we need to redo our love language. or
Because
something.
I'm thinking one way, and now you getting here, and now it's a totally different scenario. So now,
upgrade
And
yourself.
that happens, man. You know,
You
Yeah,
know,
man.
you know how one thing looks good to another person,
right,
you know, and you're like, well, I didn't know you were. Like that's a lot of times for me. Like when I'm out with my wife, and that's when I kind of notice what she really likes when I'm out with other people.
yeah.
And it's like,
see
why
what's
do you
going
know
on.
you look?
right, yeah.
That's how you feel. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good to know.
why are we so influenced by? And I'm saying we like it's the greater body, but like why are people so influenced by what like others do? Not saying that I'm not a victim of it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even on a relationship level, like when I say influence for me, it's either somebody is like some status, like an athlete, because I'm growing up, and or some paradigm like a Barack Obama or something like that, right? But like, I can't see somebody else at a restaurant and see what they're doing and feel like, you know,
You should do that too.
I should do that too. So I mean, I don't know why we get so influenced by that, and even on television now, right? If we see Housewives of Atlanta and like this is what it looks good,
Right.
or we see a music video and the lady is painted like this, or the Emmys or the Oscars, and it's just like, well, I wanted that type of dress too, or I want
Right. Or
that.
you didn't know you wanted, but you wanted.
But now
that.
you want it now,
Right.
you know.
But then it
So
goes back to like, you know, in-depth marketing, you talk about selling yourself.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned another episode on that. But
Yeah.
you're always selling yourself.
Selling
Right? Intentionally or otherwise. You're always
Yeah.
selling yourself. So you step out the door, people looking at what you got on. Like, damn,
Yeah.
bro, you got new shit. I want to like
Yeah.
or you know, you got your girl, you know, y'all hold their hands like, man, I wish he held my hand
Like that, right,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, and you talk about PDA ain't your thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, up you may think otherwise.
Yeah.
So as long as you comfortable and y'all communicate and y'all secure, bro, it's just, like you said, it shouldn't matter if else going over here at this table or next door, but you always looking because you always selling yourself.
So counter argument though, is that a part of evolving though? So like, you may not have known that that's something that you like until you've seen it. Right?
It's true.
Because
No,
sometimes,
but
like,
you
not
do
saying
better.
that like
Exposed to
everything
it.
that
Get
I,
exposed
right?
to it.
Not saying that
Yeah.
everything that I like,
Yeah.
I came up with in my head.
Right.
I liked it that because I seen that outfit, or I liked it March 11th, and I'm like, dang, you know, that's a bad.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want a
Right,
pair
yeah.
of those too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like, the counter argument might raise that that's a part of evolving. One of the episodes that we did in the past,
Right.
you know, I don't know that I like it until I actually see it. So yeah, maybe that may have not been my love language, but like I see that, and I see what. You know, the effects of it are,
Right.
and maybe I might want to try that.
Yeah,
So
I never experienced, but now that I see it and I experience it, I want to, try that and see,
Yeah.
that might be something I like.
it only becomes a problem when I see it like chronically. Where it's just like, all right, well, I seen that, now I want that. I seen this, now I want that. I seen that. Now I'm just like, all right, look,
Now
Now
you're not
it's
basing
issue.
Now you- yeah.
Now that's
You're just
the
trying to go with the status.
trying to go with the status quo.
right,
now,
yeah.
now you don't know who you are. No
Right,
more.
yeah,
Exactly,
right.
You try to see what
exactly,
the vision is.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's what
totally different.
That's what you see. Like when my wife and I, we go out and we see other couples that are in love, or the guy or the woman shows
But they're displaying their
they're
love.
displaying
yeah,
love,
yeah.
right, in different ways. Like we're at a point now in our lives where it's like we're happy for them. Like it's beautiful to see, and it's not to a point where, like y'all was saying, like, babe, I want to do that too. You know, we're not at that stage.
Right,
We're
yeah.
not there because I think we understand where we are.
Right. Why you don't put your hand in my back pocket like that?
Yeah, look at like that.
Like my wife's not the person who's gonna say like, oh, they see a guy, doing X, Y, Z for his wife, going all out, and turn and be like, so babe, I think, I want to do, that's not her. But because we're so into the moment of just seeing love
Right.
happening, like, cause I mean, this world is crazy.
Yeah.
To see two people express themselves in a way that was respectful with G.P.A. showing.
Yeah.
Like, I just love to see that, man. I love to see couples
Oh yeah,
flourish.
black love is beautiful.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
man.
All levels.
Yeah.
And
When it's real.
Yeah, in fact, when genuine, when it's
real.
genuine,
You can
real
lose
and
yourself
genuine,
and lose the whole moment thinking about how I can get that.
Right.
Versus just seeing
Sitting
the
there,
just-
man, yeah.
Like it's no different like being at a concert or something, right? no offense, but like when people at a concert, the first thing they want to do is grab, let me go live real quick. Let me see.
I agree.
Like,
I agree
be
100%.
in the
moment, right, and
man.
enjoy
Like, this
what's
moment
going
ain't
on, right?
coming.
Yeah, nah,
You know, I mean,
nah.
I get. Oh, trust me, I get it, man. If
I
something
don't.
major happening,
Right.
you want to keep up.
But you gonna miss something.
Yeah,
But you gonna
fact.
miss something when you try
Now
to
recording versus going on live is different.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's true.
That's why
Now
I said
recording
I
it is
mentioned-
you trying to capture it.
Right, yeah.
That's why I mentioned like I'm trying to go live real quick.
Yeah,
Versus like
that's-
I want to videotape Kobe's last game.
Yeah.
Like that's different. You're in the moment versus like I want everybody else
To see
too.
this
Right,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
facts. Experience
It's
with me.
because it's no longer just for you. Like
Right.
you're doing it for everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So,
For the
yeah.
experience, man.
Interesting, man. Grace, patience, and appreciation.
Yeah, man.
And just
That
for
was
the
a
story
solid.
is, like me and Mike need to go to summer school.
Pretty much, man.
Or go to school.
Or detention,
Jimmy
man.
Mack,
Yeah.
Mark,
No,
go
no,
to
no,
school
no,
with
no,
this
no,
man.
no, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
extra credit for
facts,
sure.
yeah,
Take
straight
AP
up,
class
man.
next time.
no.
I think it sums up to it, man. I think everybody's different.
No, this was a great tutoring
Yeah,
session,
no
man. You
doubt,
know,
man.
for
Straight
sure.
up.
I think we all still stand to learn some
I
things, bro.
learned
Yeah.
for sure, man.
For
I
sure,
learned,
for sure.
man. It's not about the cover of the book. The cover, don't judge the book by its
The cover.
cover, because the pages may
Could be
be different.
different.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Open that thing up one time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we gonna end it, right?
What's up, hey? 3 bros on the mic, man. We love y'all. G.P.A. Comment, write, subscribe, smash that like button. You already know what it is, man.
Love y'all.
Blessings.